Hey everybody, it is me again. I know that it has been a long time since I have done a YouTube video, and I wanted to apologize and say that I'm going to do a video, probably the next one that I do, and explain like where I've been and why I didn't post. And I had like a legit reason as to why I have not uploaded a video in a while, and so I'll do, like, stay tuned for that video because I will do like a whole explanation as to why I have not posted and kind of update you on what's been going on and, you know, the baby and everything. Everybody is okay, but I had like a legit reason for not posting. And I really thought that I wasn't going to do YouTube anymore, and I'm still really unsure. But I have a legit reason, and so I wanted to go ahead and update this on here because I feel like, number one, we did all the pregnancy updates up until the birth, and I felt bad for like not doing the birth video, but I had some things happen that like the best interest for me was to basically get off of YouTube. But then I started thinking, and I'll explain all of this, I'm not going to go into great detail, but I started thinking about how I shouldn't let these things rule my life. And if I wanted to do YouTube, then I should do YouTube. And I have a real reason why I want to do YouTube, real motivation behind it. And so this is why I'm uploading this video. Plus, I'm also uploading this video because I have this footage on my phone of the birth vlog. And I do not want it to stay on my phone and eventually get deleted. I want it to be posted somewhere where I can always see it, because this is like the most important part of the entire pregnancy, was the birth experience and the vlog and her being born. So you're going to see the birth vlog of our third child, Harlee Dianne. She was born on November 23rd, 2020. And I also wanted to say that this is not your traditional birth vlog because number one, it was really hectic. Number two, they didn't want us recording anything. Like, it was super weird. We had to sign a waiver saying that we couldn't record anything. And so I was just being sneaky about recording the entire time because I didn't want to not record, and I didn't know they didn't even want us to have a camera in there. So it was super weird, but I tried the best that I could. I didn't get like any footage of me being like super far in labor or any footage of me pushing or anything like that, but I did do updates, and it is me in the hospital, and you will see the baby and things like that. So I hope you enjoy this video, regardless of the fact that it's not like a traditional birth vlog where you see me pushing or anything, but it is my experience in the hospital, and I do like an update on, you know, what's happening and things like that. So the next video, keep an eye on that one. Keep an eye out for that one, because I will be explaining what has been going on. And I just wanted to say thank you for those of you who have been checking on me, either through Instagram or through here. I haven't replied to any of the comments or any of the messages because I just really have been confused and at war in my head, and you'll kind of understand why whenever I get to explain all of that in my next video. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. It just helps the YouTube algorithm, and yeah. So I am here. It is 5:05 almost, and I had a little mishap with my IV here. Whenever they did the IV, my vein apparently was a good vein, I don't know, and blood started going everywhere, all over the bed and everything around it, and I almost passed out. So that was a first. They said sometimes that happens whenever it's a good vein, but it's just not, that doesn't happen all the time, but it's not like like super rare. But I just did not feel good. A lot of blood everywhere. But they said we're doing a cervical thinning pill orally every 4 hours, and that should thin the cervix and cause me to contract. If we don't have to do Pitocin, then we will not do Pitocin. So I'm just sitting here waiting for my COVID test results to come back before my husband can come into the room. Alright, so it's been a long time since I've done an update because they did not want us doing video, and it was just really weird. Like, everything happened really fast and I didn't feel good a majority of the time, so I'm just gonna do like a little bit of an update as much as I can right now. So at this point we've already had the baby. It is 7:50 a.m. the next day. We will be leaving around 3:22ish, depending on when they're done with all of her like tests and things that they have to do. We have to stay for 24 hours after she's old, and then stay for 24 hours old for her to be 24 hours old. I don't know, I can't talk today. Feeling really tired. She was born at 3:22 yesterday, 3:22 p.m. So, the last time that I updated basically was like we were in the hospital doing the very first thing. So it was like the Cervitec or something that they gave me orally to soften the cervix. And at first, like, we had planned on not doing Pitocin, but I wound up having to do Pitocin after I reached like a 5 or 6 centimeter dilation, because they're like, sometimes they say it's common for your body to just need like an extra something to keep it going once it gets to that point. So that's what I did. I did a really low dose of Pitocin. We were supposed to be induced anyway, so that was okay. Excuse me. And I started feeling really shaky, and they said that was normal. And I was so hungry. I had eaten a pretty big breakfast at like 4:30. Well, it was earlier than 4:30. It was like right before we got here, 4:30 a.m. yesterday. And by 2 p.m., I was so hungry that I felt like I was going to throw up. And I normally didn't have that much of a problem with that my last 2 pregnancies and deliveries, because I was just so focused on doing what needed to be done, and I didn't really feel hunger. Of course, I was really nauseated the last 2 times. Not so much this time. I was just like cramping, and I felt a lot more of it this time because I didn't push the epidural button like every however many minutes. 12 minutes is what they said. I just pushed it like if I started feeling any pain, but I definitely felt a lot more pressure, and it was a little bit painful. And then I felt some cramping and things. But anyway, so they broke, before we even did the Pitocin, they broke my water when I was at like a 3 or 4 centimeters, because I had been here since 4:30, and it was like 7 a.m. and I hadn't really made much change. So they broke my water. I got an epidural at like 8:30, because the contractions were really intensifying, and that's what happens when your water gets broken or breaks on its own. I don't want to be recording when someone comes in here because that's really weird, but I'm trying to think. Anyway, so after that, I had not made much change. I was like at a 5, maybe a 6, and it was like 11 probably a.m. and they were like, okay, well, you know, it's your choice, but do you want to start a small amount of Pitocin? If not, we need to figure out what else we need to do. I said yes, so we did that, and used a peanut ball, and just like prop my legs on either side of it on my side. And then by 2, I was like just so hungry and nauseated that I lost all of my energy. I started feeling really discouraged. I was shaking so bad, and I was so cold. And then I think it was like that was about the time that I was almost dilated to a 10, but my cervix wasn't completely 100% effaced. There was just like a little lip left, and they say that that's kind of hard sometimes to get that out of the way because the baby can't descend fully to come out until the lip is gone, and that's just like the part of the cervix that wasn't fully effaced yet. Maybe like 90%, 99% effaced, something like that. So around 3, we had been waiting for about an hour, maybe a little less, for the last part of my cervix to thin out and get out of the way. And, I was feeling pressure, feeling I need to push for about an hour, but I really couldn't because that was in the way. So about 3 o'clock, they were like, all right, we're going to do a practice push and see, like, what happens. And when we did the practice push, we did, like, 2 or 3, and her head was, like, crowning. So they called the doctor. Doctor was in the OR with another patient. Had to come out of the OR, deliver the baby, and go back. So I pushed, like, 4 times. I was so tired. I kept telling them that I just didn't know if I could do it because I was so tired. And I just, my stomach was sore, just so sore, and I did not know why it felt so sore. Maybe it's because I could feel more this time than I did my last 2 pregnancies. My last 2 deliveries, it was like my legs from the epidural were so numb that I couldn't even hold them up myself, and I kind of didn't like that. So this was a different experience. I feel like it was good to experience this, but it was definitely a lot harder because I was so tired that I just felt like I couldn't go on. Excuse me. And so I was shaking the entire time through the pushing, freezing to death. It did not matter how hot or cold it was. I was just so cold. They said that was normal. And so pushed like 4 times, and then she came out, and then they were doing, the aftercare and things, and I thought this was strange because I never had this, but apparently my uterus felt what they call like boggy, and they had to put their entire weight of their body with their hands and push into my abdomen area and get all of the excess blood out. It was so disgusting. TMI alert, turn this off if you're sensitive to things, but there was blood coming out everywhere, like like if my water had broken, but it was blood. Kept asking me if I felt okay, if I felt lightheaded or dizzy, and I didn't. I was just really weak, had no energy at all. It was just getting worse and worse and worse. Finally, I got to eat about an hour after she was born, but oh my gosh, that was so painful. That was more painful than the pressure or the contractions. It was just 2 people at the same time with their entire body weight pushing on my abdominal area, getting out this excess blood and clots and mass and whatever. But they said it's okay now. The baby's okay. She wound up being 9 pounds, 2 ounces, 21.5 inches long. She's actually my smallest baby because my other 2, Bentley, the middle one, was 9'3", and Lexus, my oldest one, was 10'1". So she's actually my smallest baby. She looks shorter to me. She's only like maybe an inch shorter than my daughter. I don't remember how much my son weighed or how long he was. He obviously weighed 9'3" is what I just said, but I don't remember how long he was. But she looks shorter. She still looks tiny though. Her hair is so fuzzy. She's so cute. Me and my husband have been really emotional, just soaking up the time that we have, and he's so helpful. I was telling you a couple videos back, he has been so helpful anytime that I've been in the hospital delivering, and it's the sweetest thing ever. He will basically just constantly be asking what I need, doing whatever it is that I need, even if I'm asking 500 million things of him. But I can't really get up. Now I can, but I couldn't get up when I had the epidural at all. I couldn't really get up with all of the cords hooked to me even before I got the epidural. I got up to go pee twice, but I had to disconnect like 4 or 5 cords. But he's been really helpful. He got really teary when she was born, so did I. It's just something about already having existing children in the world that you are more emotional when you have another one because you know what the other 2 mean to you because you've had them in your life for years. So this was such a different experience. And it's just so strange. Like, I have 3 kids. I don't understand how that's even possible.
Where we see how long Flo can go without talking about insurance. Ready? Go.
Hi! Guess we should talk about something. How's the, vermicelli game in your town? Got any good Vietnamese restaurants? Vermicelli?